I mean, that could have been incorrect. Yeah, and I guess if he has combust, it makes me look pretty stupid. But I mean, at the same time, we are pushing damage. And if we draw like Angel. Yeah, so definitely just bashing. I'm not convinced that was the wrong play. I mean, like, yeah, it's kind of hard to say. And I guess he just has a lot of removal. But the entire time that he's killing our guys, like, we are just bashing in for 4 and shortening the clock. Definitely going to feign the stave off here. And I mean, now he's going to need like Arachnus Spider or something like that. Yeah. And he has an infinite stream of removal here. Okay, so I guess we just put Divine Favor probably in the Arbalest, and then bash. Yeah. Seems fine. Okay, happy to drop Assault Griffin. And like, if he attacks here, which he definitely will not, we certainly do not block. Okay, so let's go ahead and bash in for 3. And he has so much removal. Alright, so we'll go ahead and make our Griffin indestructible. So Ring Flesh, Incinerate, Outrage, Combust. Yeah, negates are definitely staying in. Oh. Guess that's it. Never mind. So we'll see you for round 2. Here we are for round 2. We're going to go ahead and check out our opponent's deck from the last round. Okay, so he is another blue-white deck. He's got a Lawkeeper. Let's see if we can find any tricks. So he does have a mana leak. And a turn to frog. And it looks like he also has a Sarah Angel. Okay. So we're still waiting on our opponent. We're just going to go ahead and check out all of his games to see what he's got. Every once in a while, Magic kind of mini crashes while you're watching the replays, so hopefully you can take care of this pretty quickly. It's really annoying. Okay, so here we are. Our opponent is back. This hand looks just fine. And hopefully we can draw into a second white for our Warhorse. Yeah, if we don't draw a white on our first draw, we're just going to go ahead and ponder. I mean, actually, we could just drop the first plans. Then if we draw it the next turn, that's fine. So most likely our opponent is checking out our deck from last round also. So we might as well take this time just to see what he's got. So he's the Mana Leak, the Turn to Frog, the Sarah Angel. He's got a number of good flyers. He has the Chasm Drake, the Sarah Angel. Okay. And the Arbalest Elite, which is definitely going to be interesting. Okay, so we pretty much only tricks we've seen is just the Mana Leak and the Turn to Frog. So yeah, I mean, we could ponder here, which isn't terrible, but I think dropping the plains is fine also, just in case we do draw plains next turn, and we can just play out the Warhorse. Yeah, and I mean, this is fine also. We can just play into Lockkeeper and ponder. Definitely want to keep those there. Yeah. Get the Guardians last. Gideon's Avenger, that is a very interesting card. Could easily get quite out of hand. So we're just going to go ahead and drop the Warhorse here. Now, what we could do is we could end up... I mean, like, he could attack with these two, you know, assuming that he can use his Arbalest, expecting us not to block. And, I mean, the thing is, it doesn't actually... like, we could trade the pledge for, like, the Warhorse and the Avenger, and I'm not sure if that's correct or not. Like, I have a feeling that this Avenger is just going to get out of hand if we don't take care of it. I think I might actually be okay doing that. Like, it is a 1 for 2, but I mean, at the same time, like, that Avenger is going to get ridiculous if we leave it alone. Yeah, and he's definitely not going to fall for it, so we're okay just taking 2 here. Now, unfortunately, because he has the Avenger, we can't really effectively use our Lawkeeper, so... Alright, so here... probably can just, like, play out the favor on the Warhorse. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it might have been better to play the planes there. That way we could have done all 3 things. Well, no, actually, never mind. It doesn't matter. But I mean, like, this way, like, if we tap down his Peregrine, his Gideon's Avenger is gonna be able to trade with our Warhorse. So I think we just take 2. And then try to pick up an answer here. Okay, and at this point... Definitely an interesting situation. I mean, alright, so if we tap down his Griffin next turn, then this guy becomes a 3/3, and he can trade with the Armored Warhorse. Oh. Otherwise, we can try to wait and to draw one of our flyers. But I mean, yeah. So basically, so then he potentially could trade. We could use the pledge to get him. So I think I'm actually fine with that. I think that tapping this guy is just fine. Hopefully, we can get him to trade. Because then we can play Oromancer, get back the Divine Favor. Apparently he is not going for it, though. So I mean, like, now, if we do it again, he'll be a 4/4, and then he'll be able to do 7, and then I think we can bait him into it, so... hopefully we can trick him into it.